All right, let's get this started. Welcome to another edition here in the Chaos Rain channel. As you know, I go by name Chaos Rain here. If you are new to the Chaos Rain channel, welcome to all new subscribers. And for those that will be future subscribers, you know the drill, you know the deal. You hit that red button, you hit that top notification bell. You don't hit middle or lower. That's no good. You don't get up from those type of bells. The party where it's at is the top notification bell. So make sure as you subscribe, hit the top bell for all uploads and live streams here on the Chaos Rain channel. Also, if you're not following me on Twitter, I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Follow me on Twitter at Chaos Rain 7. We're trying to grow a following on Twitter as well, like many other social medias. And also follow me on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook. Chop up with me on Facebook as well. And if you want any questions or anything of any nature, you can find me mostly on Facebook sometimes. And also join the Discord servers of the Chaos Rain channel. That is on the About section of the YouTube page of Chaos Rain. And like always, if you're having a hard time joining Discord, shoot a comment on every video or any video I have on here on the channel, and I'll look to see if I can resolve it. So let me see what's going on here. I'm just doing some quick organization. Doing some cleaning up. And let me see. I'm trying to find some things. If I begin. And another thing, if I'm also on Clubhouse as well, but I'm not sharing Clubhouse at this time. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with Clubhouse. I've been listening and participating in a lot of rooms in Clubhouse, and I think it might be time that I might start sharing my Clubhouse part of the Chaos Rain channel. But at the moment, I'm still figuring out what I'm gonna do with that application, because Clubhouse is a really messy app. And I mean messy loosely, because a lot of people that's been on it now, they are somewhat monetized over there, but there's no real guarantee monetization over there. And the problem with that app is it's too much niggardly behavior, in my opinion. A lot of weirdos that used to do content on YouTube or have not done no content on YouTube, but gone on other applications are over on Clubhouse now. So I will give warning to those that if they're not really getting anything out of YouTube and they're going to deal with Clubhouse, keep in mind that it gets just as messy. I'm just going to give you the real deal, guys. It gets very messy over there. And you know how Chaos doesn't want to lie to y'all if you give my opinions on a lot of these applications. Trust me, I've seen it. I've seen too much things that's going on where there's a lot of drama, a lot of fighting, hell, even doxing that happens in YouTube as well, but it goes over there as well. It's a shit show over Clubhouse, and that's just my honest opinion. And a lot of people ask, I don't have no positive remarks on the app, and the answer is not really no, because let's be honest, unless it's talking about relationships, fights, and maybe some gossip like we're going to talk about tonight, it doesn't get traction. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So now, okay, let me see if I got everything. I think I'm missing one other thing to send out. So let me delete this. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, please like the stream, share the screen. Sharing is caring, like always. Don't be hesitant. I'm looking at things right now. And I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but all right. All right. Okay, so that is the last of the notifications. So I guess we could hold on, make sure my mouse is working. I guess we could begin. All right, let's begin. Today's subject, Chaos Reign presents, or I should say, not Chaos Reign presents, but the title, Tiffany Haddish Cancellation. Is cancellation of Tiffany Haddish or Tiffany Haddish cancellation a reality? Now, if y'all notice, if you have not noticed, Tiffany Haddish has been trending again throughout the news. And not only her, but another particular comedian, because you must understand, the comedians that you watch and indulge and laugh have a brotherhood and sisterhood. They have a secret society, like most societies. But in the so-called Holly weirdo lands, they reside. And in the society, their whole premise and their whole purpose is to make you laugh, to bring satire, to bring humor to the reality and what is to come to what the world you live in today. Now, as y'all know, and trust me, there's gonna be some bad words tonight in stream, so you've been warned. As you know, that there was a skit that Tiffany done, which relates into some type of pedophilia activities, and it started to draw some unwanted attention throughout the digital space we call the internet. And one of the few things that was really the purpose of why this was bringing attention is because of one fat motherfucker, a comedian that's net worth of $4 million, the one they call Aries Spears, said some things on another fat woman. And when I mean by fat, I'm not talking about the BBW. That's nonsense. That's garbage. You must be slim, slender, and if you're going to have some curves, make sure the curves match properly. This BBW nonsense that we are accustomed to is hiding the fact that we are very much a sick people, not just a race, but people in general. And the last thing we want to advocate is things that will lead to more problems. And what I mean by problems, that there is a rise of not only diabetes, but heart disease in our communities. And the last thing that we need to be focused on is personally of how we look at health and look at, say, that the body positivity is the way to go. And we all know damn well that's not the way to go, because a lot of our people, especially, are dying from these disease that we have somewhat of control. Besides of not controlling the food ourselves, but in regards how much food we consume and the diet itself, that's something that's in our control. And I say this loosely because we have to be in control of something. Yeah. And I think a lot of people are not taking the conscious effort to take control of what I think. And the diet is something that we fully have control, both the man and woman. You know, as you know, ladies, as a man, if we look a certain way, we know, and only two things we do: we either make the adjustments to really lose the weight, or we stay the way it is. And personally, and I saw the little skit video of Aries Spears talking about Lizzo in a way, and I'm not really impressed personally. But I can see why a lot of people are drawing attention, because this is another big man claiming that, you know, he knows he's big, but he knows if he has swag and does little things, he can get a woman. And personally, he's not lying. And now he's not. He has a net worth of $4 million. And here's the deepest thing: word on the street that's buzzing is this dude is paying low level escorts and is trying to impregnate these escorts. Now, you think that this dude already had kids right at his age and his status. Last time I checked. That's my check. But seems to me, I'm not sure if he does have any children from the way how he's moving, trying to slide off the condom and impregnate women that he's paying for sex. And now that I'm talking about paying for sex, I've come to the conclusion that a black man, you should not be paying for sex now at this point. And I'm going to get pushed back for this because I'm looking how you niggas behave. It makes you socially awkward. And one thing we could improve as a people and as men is we could improve in our social skills. It has to be perfect, but we should be sociable enough as men. And to sit here to feel that you're going to avoid the social aspects of human interaction and just pull out your wallet, you're setting yourself up for disaster. And I can't be any nicer on it. I can't be nice about it. Yeah, what's good, bro? What's good? Hey, when y'all guys come build, please like and share this video. Okay, I see some. I'm gonna start reading y'all comments in a second. Hold on. We gotta do this. Oh damn. All right. And another thing I do want to say, I'm really making a statement here personally because, like I said, I keep up with certain things that's trending. I have not made a conscious decision I should focus more on this channel to do with the trendy events with celebrities. But I find for the last few contents I've done so far, I'm covering these alleged celebrities, rather in athletes, comedians, actors, etc. I have not made that conscious decision I should start doing that. But let's say if I start doing this. One of the few things I'm going to do is if I don't cover it right away, I will make a conscious effort to give it no greater than 2 days. And that's just being nice and liberal before I make the decision of covering it. And if I do decide to do that, y'all will see like what's trending. I will give my perspective right there and there, you know. And personally, like I said, I'm not an advocate of really covering things right off the bat because when you do that, you get caught in the shuffle and you could be creating forms of false propaganda on certain things and it makes you look bad, in my opinion. And I had to keep the integrity. If I'm going to cover anything, it should be factual. It should be on point. It should be showing some that's existing right now that, okay, they did a little research and it looks like everything played out. So I give it, okay, maybe it's something to cover. I don't like covering things that is he or she say, to a point where just to get the likes and views. If I go that route, I'd rather go the route where it will have to make sense and it looks like the way how things were leading up to it, it probably is factual. At the end of the day, I don't like dealing with things that is trending right off the bat and is covered because, like I said, there's too much crap on it. Things, and when you come find out a day or 3 days later that it was not true and it's false. It's like it's all forms of fakeness going here. And I don't like last thing I'm gonna be doing on the Chaos Rain channel personally is putting out fake shit. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm not in the business of putting out fake stuff out here. Now, other content creators could probably do that stuff, but how Chaos Rain and how I roll, I don't put fake garbage. If you put something out here where people have to clickbait on what is so-called a rumor or whatever, then you better be on point on your little short-sighted or long-term research on the person to find out that, yeah, this might be something to look at. Other than that, if you put it out like it is, and I know most human beings are stupid, they're going to sit and click on anything, they'll say, oh, it must be true. And I'll tell you, people, it's not true. It's propaganda. And like anything, you must stay away from propaganda or any inclinations of propaganda out here. So that's my 2 cents on it. So now let's look at a few little articles here and there, give our take. And if y'all guys want to respond on this, please press 1 in the chat room. I will drop the link for anyone to come up. If not, I'm just going to keep this short. So no further ado, let me see. Let me see if I can find the right articles here. I see a stupid ad here. I don't know how to get rid of this stupid ad. As a matter of fact, let me remove these ads before I start, because these ads are getting annoying now. Okay. Should do some house cleaning before I did this. Okay. My thing, where is it? It's hard to get rid of these damn ads. All right. Well, matter of fact, I will start with the first one from the Los Angeles Times and make our way up to the recent current events on here. So let us see this. Oh, wrong one. Let's begin. First article. As you know, the accuser of the DA arrests Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears immediately admitting allegations. Now, this is written on the 6th of September. Now, I'm trying to go back further because today is the 7th. I'm only going to go back to what is present. I think there was one article that talked about the things that gone into this boy that this side or the mother or the parents of the child decided to do this weirdo skit of these 2 comedians. Matter of fact, let me stop this, and I don't want to see that one yet. Let me go. Let me see if I can find the actual article. Okay, I gotta find one that's. Let me see if this is the one. Okay, this one looked like it might be one of them, but let me keep going finding out. And I apologize, guys. I had to look through this carefully. Let's see if this is the one. No, this is the cut. This is some recent. I don't want nothing recent. I want something a little older. Let me see if this is the one. All right. Let me see. All right. This is like the more immediate one. So I'm probably going to have to see if I can find one that's a few days old. And it's trending on a lot of news articles. This looks like this might be the one. All right, we'll look at this one, the NBC News. So, no further ado, people. We'll share the first article, the action one. Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears accused of grooming and molesting sibling in sexual explicit skit, lawsuit says. The suit, which was filed in Los Angeles Superior Courts, alleged that Haddish and Spears coerced two siblings on separate occasions to take part in a skit, including one named through a what they call pedo eyes. And this was written by Diane Dasrath and Daslava, September 2nd, 2022. Wait. Oh, damn it. All right. A woman and her young brother have accused comedian Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears in a new lawsuit of grooming them when they were children and coercing them into filming sexually explicit skits. The lawsuit was filed in Los Angeles Supreme Court on Tuesday by siblings identified only by John Doe, November 22nd, and John Doe, who was born in 2007. Jane, who is John's legal guardian, is the plaintiff in the lawsuit both individually and on her young brother's behalf. Jane Doe. Okay. The lawsuit alleged that Haddish and Spear coerced the sibling when they were children to take part in sexual explicit skits in separate incidents, which they said stole the youth for a 7-year child and a 14-year-old child. The lawsuit was first reported by Daily Beast. Attorneys for Haddish and Spears, however, have dismissed the lawsuit as a shakedown. Now, you must understand, and I'm not sure why parents today, whether single mothers or both in lives of children, why are you allowing your children, for where gain of fame or money, putting your children in positions where they could be possibly be used and exploited for sexual gratification? Should be no more question asked. Because what's been said that Tiffany Haddish knew the woman to ask her and to bring her, and was going to probably give her some incentive, some money for her own son to do this skit with her and Mr. Spears. So, as you know, a lot of people were talking about what do they call it? Mr. Spears, in a way where he is being drawn in more in attention light because of his comments and Lizzo. And one thing I've started to notice with cancel culture, any form of culture canceling, is that if people do not like you, they will find things about you, because the internet is open book to all forms of information. That's lay aside of your behavior, your degeneracy, where anybody could, if they have the right search engine and the right time, will search and find things about you. And because they went out the way to search this skit that I'm not sure if he produced it or whatever, it got another woman, a black woman, involved as well, that she could be even canceled, because today's stream should be canceled, because there's no way hell a man like this would sit there, go out his way, go find the children needed to do these skits, unless he had someone willing participant to bring him what he needs. And usually mostly it's a woman. And we've seen this countless times. Most women that are paid in full will sit there, use other children's other mothers' children's for things like this. Let's keep going. Attorney for Haddish and Spears, however, was to say, okay. Deborah O'Preen, an attorney for Spears, said the comedian isn't going to fall for any shakedown. In a separate statement, Andrew Butler, an attorney for Haddish, said the plaintiff mother had been trying to assert these bogus claims against Miss Haddish for several years. And we go again. There's only a claim, and now because after Me Too and all these things, and it's cancel culture, it's easy now. If you did not pay this woman off, which I would presume and how to say, and I'm gonna say in good faith, she did. that now she could ask for more money. Now, because let's be honest, and I want y'all to understand and peep this out. The only reason why these comedians, celebrities, or etc. get any shine and relevance is when they do things like this to draw attention. It is an old form of warfare or war form of a strategy that they constantly use to galvanize your attention and your energy towards them. Now, I'm not sure what Tiffany Haddish was doing before all this started to break out. I tell you, she was not doing nothing really popping, personally. Last time I checked, she was going through a breakdown emotionally, relationship wise. One time she was fucking common. Then she was messing with this dude. One time she was begging non-black men, white men especially. And now she at the point where she up there shaving her damn head bald. And she got some blonde something in her head. I don't know what that is. Looks weird, but yeah. So she's all over the place. There's nothing really circulating that she has done of any relevance in the last 2 years, personally. And a lot of women not gonna like this, but we got to be honest and have this conversation. What she has produced that's anything that's trending, that's something that say, that's worthy of awards. I'll wait. And I know people give these actors and actresses a certain grade level of what potential actor or actress they are. I look at it as mostly as a no grade and a D plus actor at best. Some say she a C-list actor. No, I give what's her name? Jada Pinkett Smith a C average actor. But I will not give Tiffany Haddish no C. She has not done nothing. She has nothing that's really trending or anything of relevance in the last 2 years. Maybe 3, possibly. The only thing that got her where she is now, where she got real acclaim and attention, was Girls Trip. And that movie came out, I think, 5 years ago. Let me double check, make sure I'm right. I think I'm right, it did came 5 years ago. Let's take a look. Yeah, right on the mark. 5 years ago, 2017. So what she has been doing for the last 5 years? And mind you, at the time when she did the film, she was 38 years old. She's now 43 now, or turned 43 right now. And that movie made roughly $140.9 million. And I think the amount they spent on it, if I could double check the budget of this movie. Let's look at the budget. The budget they spent was $19 million. So they made a gross an additional 121 million, spending only 19 million, which is a great accomplishment. They made their money and double that. So enough of that. Let's keep going, guys. And I'm going to look back and forth, make sure everything's good. Okay. All right. Now that the accuser's mother has her adult daughter representing herself in this lawsuit, the two of them will together face the consequence of pursuing this frivolous action, the attorney said. Jane said she and her brother are not surprised that Mr. Butler would attempt to divert the attention away from the legitimate claim filed by my brother and me. The shift and blame and attention to our mothers, who is not a part to this lawsuit. The sibling knew Haddish and Spears as children because their mother shared a close relationship with Haddish, according to the law. In 2013, Haddish appeared as a guest speaker at a summer camp. Jane, then 14, attended the lawsuit, said. During the visit, Haddish alleged told Jane that she had the perfect role for her. Neither Jane nor her mother were aware of that the shoot would entail the lawsuit, alleged, adding. Only Spears and Haddish knew the storyline for the skit. The skit ended up involving Haddish teaching Jane how to mimic fellatio. However, the lawsuit alleged in an instant, the lawsuit said a video has begun playing in the recording studio showing an older man and college-age woman arguing over a snob sandwich before eventually starting to eat the sandwich simultaneously from either end. And two appear in the moan, smoke, and blah, 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 sexual noise, and they both ate the sandwich in a manner simulate the fellatio, wherever that is. All right. So that's the old article. That's old. Only that's a week old, I think, or a few days old. Because, like I said, all this started with so-called Aries Spears. Now, before I show the next article, because there are claims to them now speaking out on this, let's keep in mind that when they talk about sexual activities and perversity, we got to understand America is where it's heading and where it's always been going is to really open the floodgates for the weirdos to have the children. Like, literally have the children sexually now, as you could tell. And know it's through media and also cartoons. And now you will see more commercials and televisions or any episodes now. They go more geared towards of conditioning social engineering for this reality, unfortunately. I don't like it, but like I said, they do this now because that is the final and last take. They've gone through the homosexual agendas. That's come and gone now. We're beyond that now. Now the last and final stage is to really get control and really make it so way the people that are weirdos that like to deal with children in a more perverse manner, give them more access and protected by law so they don't get prosecuted. And mind you, with the advent of technology, it creates more weirdos. What do I mean by this? Let's go down and think about this. I remember there was a video by Sam Vakman about social media dis-ease. Or actually, I call it social media and its problems. I call it social media dis-ease. You can find it in the channel right now. And in that video, he talks about how people are very much are growing and being more socially awkward and being less connected because behind avatars and behind phones and other electric gizmos, a lot of men, and we could say women, but let's say for the sake of both of us, men and women, that we're not no longer connecting eye to eye. And as time progressed, since the internet started to take really storm and start speed up back in the end of no later and early of 2000s, that people find themselves not, well, they were still interactive, but if you were, let's say, a millennial or early or later Gen Z, Gen X, you get caught up on the new things and on the current times back over 20 years ago. Yeah, I remember MySpace, Black Planet, or what are all these other social medias that already started come around. And remember, Facebook didn't come around until 4 years later, back in 2004, of February, which is now roughly 18 years now. But all these other social medias that came around and was created before that are designed to create interaction. And interaction that people find ways to communicate virtual, be what digital. And there's going to be many problems that. If you notice, a lot of people that's perverse weirdos take advantage of the digital revolution and are able to communicate with not only themselves, but thousands and thousands of people throughout the World Wide Web, including communicating with children. And how is this possible? Because majority of parents today are very lazy. They're not really paying attention and keeping up on the times to your own children, that is born bred to really understand the technology in their palm and hands than most people that's not really get understanding the games that's being played throughout the internet. So knowing this now, that it creates an environment of people being less sociable, maybe almost possibly less functional. I'm not going to that. And really it creates atmosphere of, social awkward people, man and woman. You hear us about femcells and incels and all this nonsense, right? Which is not really nonsense, but it does exist, but leads to a bigger point that it is creating an environment where people don't interact with each other more. And one of the few things with the internet gives the glory and the possibility, it makes it easier for you to operate as somebody else than what you truly are. So this is the world you live in today. That's what's already down the pipes ready. And like I said, what Tiffany and Aries doing is nothing new. They are setting a template of the greater perversity that they're trying to enable and have now in the 21st century. Because think about it, this kid was under the radar to a lot of people, unfortunately. And it shocks me that if someone was trying to sue for damages and all she had to do was get paid off and keep it pushing, I find it even more atrocious. That's just me. All right, let's look at one more article. And after that, we could probably call it a night, depending if anybody wants to come up. And I open the floor because I want to have this serious dialogue with a lot of people. I mean, I don't want to be an echo chamber talking about this, nor the topic and the thumbnail is on Miss Haddish. And in good faith, personally, because there's no way in hell a man like Mr. Spears is able to do a skit like this without any assistance, meaning of a woman bringing these children in to do this weirdo skits. But that's just me. All right, final article. And let me make sure. Wait, hold on. Okay. All right, here it is. All right. Okay, get rid of that. All right. Tiffany Haddish breaks silence on child abuse allegations. Now she has responded. Tiffany Haddish has finally broken her silence on the allegation of child abuse stemming from an old skit with Aries Spears. I know people have a bunch of questions. I get it. I'm right here. I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, because there is an ongoing legal case, there's very little that I can say right now, the comedian wrote. And this is her post. And it says here in her little social media post, the face I make when someone mentions my ex. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know what that is. All right. Give it that. Okay. But clearly, while this sketch was intended to be comical, it wasn't funny at all. And I deeply regret having agreed to act in it. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about this situation as soon as I can. And the reason, and she should, because she's going to have to deal with this legally now. And this is her post. A Texas mom is suing Aries, and Tiffany is claiming that the two comedians tricked her into allowing her children to participate in a video which his mother claims was inappropriate. Tiffany and Aries' lawyers have responded to the reports of a lawsuit calling it a money grab. This, who have viewed the video, have called it highly disturbing, and it should be disturbing. And I think that's it. And let me see if I can find other things. I said that's the last article, but it was something recent that came out now on the 7th. Let me see if I can find that right now. And it looks like this one is by Aries Spears. I'll read this to you right now, people. I ain't about to share because I already said that's the last article. And this is from TMC. Aries Spears breaks silence on molestation lawsuits with Tiffany Haddish. We won't be shaking down. Aries Spears is speaking out on the first time publicly after he said that Tiffany Haddish were sued for grooming and molesting 2 children during an old skid they performed, calling the whole thing a shakedown. In a preview for his podcast, Spears and Steinberg, Aries admit there is not a whole lot he can't say given the pending lawsuit, but doesn't take the time to thank his listeners and fans for all of their support over the last week. And he does have a podcast, didn't know that. He then gets more serious, calling the lawsuit an extortion case and a shakedown, saying, we won't be shaking down. Spears comes just a couple days after Tiffany has posted about the situation on Instagram, saying, but clearly, while this sketch was intended to be comical, it was funny at all, or it wasn't funny at all, and I deeply regret having agreed to the act in it. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about this situation as soon as I can. Both comedians were sued by a male and female plaintiff who claims they were groomed and convicted to take part in explicit skits. The girl claims she was at time and the boy just 7. So the claim says she was 14 and the boy is 7. The skit through a pedophilia eyes with the young boy includes Spears applying massage oil to him, as well as the boy making sexual suggestions, motioning with toys. Tiffany's attorney Andrew Britler has echoed Spears' statement, telling us plaintiff mother, her name is Teresa Morris, has been trying to assert these bogus claims against Ms. Haddish for several years. And like I said before, from their point of view, what's good? What's good? I see you in the chat room. Hold on. From this point of view, that he feels the skit was not supposed to be funny, but you as a grown fucking man, and I think Aries Spears must be over 50 now, maybe. That if this was something that you're uncomfortable doing, why are you gone through with the skit? See, I want people to understand me and listen to me. Hear me out. Let me see if I be clear here. Let me see if I'm clear. There is no what we call hold on. Oh shit, what I did. What the fuck? 1 second, guys. All right, guys. Like I was saying, why would you participate in the skit? Oh, if you want Miss Crimson Cure, if you want, I'll drop the link if you want to come up and expound upon the title at hand. That's optional. My thing is this. Oh, let me put this back up. That they know what they're doing, people. They're very aware of what they're reading, what they're supposed to participate, how much money they're gonna make, and you make a conscious decision. A real person that has, and I don't like to use the word morality, and I think most people today should avoid morality at this point because you're dealing with a society that is very immoral. That's just another story. But if you're going to take any role or any skit and you're in the comedic business, you're well aware of what you're really doing. And no one's forcing you to do these weirdo skits. But it I'm very it bothers me where people say that they're uncomfortable, they participate anyway. That means you're one percent. You made the conscious decision to do it. So you should not be sitting gaining any favors personally of your decisions. You should be comfortable on every decision you make and chuck in and take the consequence for every action you take. Same thing with Tiffany Haddish. She know damn well what she was getting into, and she gone through with it, and now she's in her little short little paragraph is in regret now why she did it. And I'm telling you personally, Hollywood and all the parts of entertainment overall are weirdos. Black people don't have no morality. They don't stand enough right now. If you're a black actor, actress, or comedian, most likely you're gonna be doing uncharacteristic things because you want the money. You need the money. And doing so, this will bite you in the back of your ass. Now, yes, you're gonna get some media attention for the next few days on this, but by next week, we're gonna move on to other things, personally, in my opinion. Personally. So I don't see nothing really positive coming out of this. I'll tell you one thing. They're gonna probably take that little extra couple thousand, maybe give them close to $1 million, and give these two people that were victimized in this act some serious hush money. I give this a month, maybe less. You won't be hearing from this again. This story's gonna go under the rug like there's nothing else. Tiffany still doesn't take accountability of what she has participate, or even to the point of what she has done to someone else's kids. And it's obvious why she will do that because she don't got no damn kids. Have y'all noticed, ladies and gentlemen, that a person that have no kids, women or men, or just women in general, some women that don't have kids, that they don't mind taking and abusing your kids? Have you noticed that? The stories I find and come across that it's a common norm that when I see these stories on the average, and I could be wrong, you could probably address me in the comment section in this video, that they don't have no kids. So they'll use your kids for not only clout, but to make a quick buck. I'm just saying. They will do that. Now, is Tiffany Haddish going to really be canceled? Personally, as I see how things are going, I don't think so. And I'm being blunt honest. Now, Aries Spears, he's very irrelevant in the entertainment world because there's nothing really is trending besides what he did now or what he done a couple years ago with this. But personally, I don't see it happening. I just don't see it. I don't see it because only way a person's going to get canceled in this society is if you're offending a certain group demographic of people. But if you're just doing this in the safety and the comfort and safety of black people and exploiting black people, chances are you're not going to get canceled in Hollywood or on establishments personally. So that's it. I mean, there's nothing more I could add on to this. But hold on. But I'll do this. Let me see if I get some people on the lines, and I'm probably gonna wrap this up. So I'll put this link here. I doubt anybody's gonna come up because, like I said, some people love Tiffany Haddish and all that stuff. I don't, but that's no story. Okay, so let me see if I can do my little. Let me see if I get Mr. Miller on. I'm getting the usuals on here because they're much older and wiser. All right. Matter of fact, let me get Tyrone Thompson in here. And that pretty much it. Because you know Tyrone knows the deal because he's much older than me. Hello, Tyrone. How you doing?
What's happening?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm not sure if you got notification. I'm live. Let me ask you a question. You notice that Aries and Tiffany started to talk about this allegation they had with the skit they did with the children a couple years ago. You hear about this?
You said have they addressed it?
No, they actually posted some on their own social media.
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, they respond back. They can't go in detail, but they feel that someone's trying to get a shakedown on them because of they're being sued of not giving proper disclosure of the skit that they want the children to be a part of. A boy and a girl, I believe the skit was.
So, yeah. As a matter of fact, I just got finished watching it. It's kind of disturbing. But that whole situation is shaky, right?
Yeah.
Because the lawsuit came before they went to the police. You see what I'm saying? So they tried to sue them first, and then they went to the police. So that's kind of weird. But I'm not condoning what they did. I don't like what I seen whatsoever. I think that's thick as shit what they did, you know. But there's a backstory there that I don't know the full story behind.
Well, I'll tell you a short story and I couldn't find this article on another link, but what is going on that led to this, that Tiffany Haddish knew the woman, that a close acquaintance, a friend or whatever, and she brought her friend that had her kid, the friend's kids, to do the skit and sign off on it, you know, because she's gonna make her kids gonna give her some money, make some money, using her children to make some money, right? And as the skit gone through, right, and went through, and I'm not sure if she watched it for the first time, but prior she saw the actual skit, that it bothered her. You get me? And it should, because you actually sign off on your children to participate in some form of pedo play. Not like
that was ridiculous, man. That was just, I don't know. I understand comedy, but that was too much there.
Well, you know. The word on the street is this: both Tiffany and Aries regret doing that skit, especially Aries Spears and Tiffany as well. But my real logical take on it, and the most ask a deep question: if this was a problem, then why the F did you gone through with it? You know, you read the script, you know what it was, and you still went through with it.
You know what, Gary? When people are in certain economic circumstances, and somebody throw them some money at it, and they actually got a reputation, then that person is vulnerable to that other person's power. For instance, if Tiffany's and Aries' friend wasn't as successful as they are, then if Aries and Tiffany say, you know, hey, we got $500 we'll get you if we can do this skit, then that friend is like, okay, well they're actors, so they must know what they're talking about. So I wouldn't blame the parent as much as I would Tiffany and Aries for making a terrible decision. That was just terrible.
Well, my thing, this is how I think. This is how my brain works, Tyra, personally. That everything you do, there's a consequence, and it will bite you in the ass in the long run. You get me? And I know black people are in a certain uncompromised, well, not uncompromised, because everybody's willing to participate to every action. They're in a position where they said no one's putting a gun in your head. It's like the same thing with Dave Chappelle when they want him to put a dress, and he talked about it. and he fought tooth and nail not be put on a dress. You know what he did? They went and found a new script miraculously and avoided it.
Right.
And it tells me you as a man and woman, you have the power at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Do not let any economic mishap or unfortunate stance plague you to make uncharacteristic and unimmoral decisions. You know, because think about it, I don't hold no tongue on no man and woman in the decisions they make. You know, if they know what they're getting into, you know, and they do. And I think with Miss Haddish, she did not really disclose really what really they get into. I think the mothers looked at and agreed to it, probably sign off, then read it, which most black people don't do. They don't read. And once this kid comes out as public record, video wise, where the whole world can see, you can't take back. So I would say if you didn't go in and did the opposite, go to the police first, then sue, yeah, something's not right here.
Yeah. But like I was saying, I looked at it. It's sick and it's disturbing, and but I can see that Aries and Tiffany is trying to create comedy, but they're doing it in such a senseless and tasteless and disgusting way that, I mean, anybody would get offended if they seen that. I don't, especially today, and especially that kid grew up, right?
Yeah.
That kid grew up and he looked at that film and he's in this environment now. He's like, hey, goddamn, there's something wrong here. So, they need to be held accountable. So I don't blame that person for even trying to address it now. But they need to make some sense out of it, and them trying to protect their privacy as actors or whatever you say they're trying to do is some bullshit. They need to fix this. I like Tiffany and Aries, to be honest with you.
Oh, well, I don't know anything about Aries Spears. I'm not really too fond of his work because I don't really study a lot of these comedians. All I know is in the comedian field, I said this early in the broadcast that I look at as some other form of a secret society, like most of these weirdos in Hollywood, and they do vouch and protect each other in a way. You know? I remember, matter of fact, Tyler Perry personally said that he would not work with Will Smith after he made that slap with Chris Rock. So that's a blow on Will, because Tyler Perry is one of them, you know, producers and actor that's pretty prevalent in the business, you know. And one black man said, "I'm not working with you because you disrespect another black man." It sent a very direct message. Now, I'm not saying Will Smith will go broke anytime soon, but like I said, I want people to keep in mind that if this was really real, we will know by end this year, going next year, if Chris Rock decides to go and sue the hell out of Will Smith, which he probably, in my case, it possibly is reality. You know what I'm saying? But right now, he's not in the limelight right now. Okay. Yeah, I see some posts. So personally, we gotta sit back and see. I feel like I said earlier, this is gonna be swept under the rug. This ain't gonna be talked about much in the next week or so. And eventually no one's gonna remember this. You know? The only reason why they went,
it's terrible for Tiffany because Tiffany has really she has really climbed the ladder of success. And this stuff gonna hurt her. I don't know about Aries Spears.
Personally, in my opinion, because there's more great agendas to come, this is the attention she really possibly needs right now. Cause I'm being honest with you, Tyrone, there's nothing really relevant right now she has done in the last 2 years. Besides,
she don't need this attention.
I mean, well, listen.
Did you see the video?
No, and I'm not gonna waste my time to see that garbage.
It's on YouTube, man. It's some sick looking shit.
I saw skids of it on some other platforms, but I am not going to waste my time watching some garbage like that. And the reason why I say I'm not going to watch it is beyond the weirdness that was done on that skid. I'm giving this thing more attention than it needs to be, you know, to D-list comedians and actors at best. Aries Spears, I don't know this dude. There's nothing relevant about him. All he did was talk about Lizzo, and every black woman, especially, got at him, attacked him to the point where they had to go sit there and pull up to spread in it. This is something they did years, maybe a year, 2, or maybe longer. And all of a sudden, this came back in the media light now. That's not coincidence. That was deliberate. Everybody said Aries Spears talked about Lizzo because he wanted attention. He got it. And the attention he got was not the good attention. But like I said, no attention is bad attention at this point in the media world.
Well, yeah, and this whole fat shaming thing is gotten big. So if you try to shame somebody for their weight nowadays, you're gonna get hammered. So
well, it depends. It depends who you fat shaming now. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, you can't fat shame a man, and you know you're not gonna get hammered. Mm-hmm. But we do it to women. Oh yeah, you go get hammered. And trust me, I see some big bras up here, and I say, I ain't gonna say this, but personally, shaming is somewhat a good thing for some people in the community, man. Because if you're not shamed, you think you're doing something right. And if no one's telling you the honest truth, they'll let you wither and die off and get wherever you're coming because no one's telling you what it is.
Well, I mean, I've had just my thinking on that. I mean, if people are overweight, they're overweight. There's nothing I need to criticize them for, so that's just me. It is what it is. And I've learned to grow into that. So I understand why they fat shame or people are against fat shaming.
Now, my thing with Lizzo, since we talking about Lizzo, if she was not carrying herself in way, very classic, uncharacteristic with her own body and how she's doing it, I really want to say much. You know what I'm saying? If she is an artist, I'd rather say put out good music. And personally, I don't hear much buzz about her music now that I think about it, personally.
Because I think it's wrong. I think that's wrong because if you think about those artists back in the day, you can think about Madonna or some of those artists that used to be scantily clad. They nobody ever really talk shit about them. But whenever it comes to a black obese, big, I don't even know the word to say. A person with weight on them.
Yeah.
Now we need to tell them just stick to singing and not show your body. So
I mean, I'll be honest with you. In this society, we all know that you have to be in your best. You know what I'm saying? Especially representing across the world. And if she is the representative of, I guess, big woman, it's not a good look, personally. They could have used somebody else. Why would they use Lizzo? Because they want to keep depicting the black woman as, too overly big, too what do you call it? Loud and aggressive and all that shit. It's not a good look, bro. Personally, you know what I'm saying? And I don't like that.
I understand that, but like I said, I'm more like a damn hippie, I guess. Freedom. Let that lady do whatever she. If she want to walk around butt naked, let her do it. That's the way I see it. It don't bother me.
Yeah, if she gonna do that, like I said, I don't want nobody to share that on my timeline. With Liz do. I don't want to see that shit. I tell people don't do that. I'm gonna start blocking y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to see all that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't want to see a big dude. And like I said, I rather see women. And last thing I want to see is woman that's tall and roughly over 300 pounds. Son, that's not good. I can't.
Well, you just gave the solution. Don't look at it.
I like I said, I'm not in the business looking at anything, but I don't want to see that shit in my timeline. I'm already my timeline is already flooded on nonsense. You get me? Personally.
Yeah, I don't watch it, but I'm not gonna criticize her either. But that's just me.
Yeah.
All right, well, Gary, I got to get off here, man. I appreciate talking to you.
All right, we'll talk later. All right, that was Tara Thompson. Let's see. People forget all of this before the new year. Oh, they're gonna forget about it in next couple weeks. Chanel. It won't take this long for it to go sweep under the rug, in my opinion. Not that long. Less time. Very less time. All right, so it looks like I have nothing else to say on this subject. I hope y'all guys find some worth into this content. I cover it. Finally. I have some other content down the pipe, down the line that I'm trying to, schedule. Last thing I'm gonna say this before I go. That if you're a parent, I'm going to know how serious you are with your children in regards to how you're watching and protecting your children, your son and daughters, around this new environment in where now they're trying to make it or create a climate where there's weirdos, these pedos now want to, look at and get at children now. I think down the line, it's going to really test a lot of people if they let certain bills pass to protect these group of people, I'm only going to sit back and see what parents, rather single parents or both parents, going to do now as something like this was be legalized. That's what I want to see what parents are really going to do. To know, saying how serious you are in regards to protecting not only your image but your children. But like I said, only time will tell. We shall see. If you're new to the Chaos Rain channel, welcome to the Chaos Rain channel. And like always, for new subscribers, make sure you hit the red button, the top bell, for notification for uploads and live streams here on the Chaos Rain channel. Also, follow me on Twitter at ChaosRain7. What else? You also could donate to Chaos Rain, as you can see here on the screen. Also, follow me on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook. Yes. And join the Discord servers of the Chaos Rain channel. I'm still growing the Discord servers as it needs to be. I'm looking for the many or few that will join the chaos order in which the world we live in today. Be the one of many followers of the Chaos Rain on Discord as well. The links are in the About section of this channel. And that's all the message and all the links. Thank you for listening and watching today's stream. I'm looking forward to see you in the comment section of this video. This should be interesting. But other than that, you know where to find Chaos Rain. And like always, Chaos Rain.